Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm back on the PS server, and this time I'm going to be bringing you another pair live, but in the never used tier. And I haven't really played this tier seriously since way back in August 2012, so just bear with me on that one. It might take me a little bit of time to get back into it, but I'm sure it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the team I built yesterday. And I pretty much wanted to wait to do this pair live just so I could try and abuse Jynx, just because I knew the retest was coming. So yeah, this is pretty much the set I'm going to be using today. It's the standard Lovely Kiss 3 attack set with Life Orb, Dry Skin, just to come in on stuff like Albemarle and stuff. And yeah, just to be generally annoying and hit extremely hard. It's pretty much going to destroy NU as far as I'm concerned. There's not really too much that can come in and just threaten it out completely without taking massive damage at first anyway. So on to the next Pokemon. We have just the standard Silk Scarf Kangaskhan. This thing's going to be really great at the moment, just because with Jynx entering the tier, it really encourages people to run more offensive teams, just because there's not a lot of defensive teams that can actually safely handle Jynx, plus like stuff like Houndoom and Bandstalk running around everywhere. So yeah, Kangaskhan will hopefully be doing a lot of work, which I'm definitely looking forward to see. I don't know about you guys. And next up we have the generic Jynx counter, which for this team is going to be Metang. And yeah, it's pretty much a perfect Jynx counter. It just can't really take a Lovely Kiss. And yeah, after Rocks, Bullet Punch will one-hit KO Jynx. And yeah, it's going to set up Rocks. I'm going to spam Meteor Mash to try and get a tag boost, and just toxic random things just to be extremely annoying. And yeah, Metang just never dies in one hit. It's just amazing. So on to the next Pokemon. We have the pretty standard fighting type check, which pretty much every team in NU at the moment really needs, in my opinion. And yeah, mine's Garbodor, and this thing's gonna just come in on Sork and Primeape quite easily, give it Rocky Helmet damage. This Rocky Helmet is actually extremely good against Primeape. If they want to come in and U-turn all over my team, Rocky Helmet will punish it quite nicely. And yeah, if I manage to get up a bit of hazards, then it's going to be taking a hell of a lot of damage, which is really great for me. So next up, we just have a Timid Choice Scarf and their trick. This thing's just there to outspeed pretty much the whole tier, as it is the fastest, most common Choice Scarfer. And yeah, it's nice to know that you're going to be outspeeding everything that other offensive teams can throw at you. And yeah, this is also my Volt Switch blocker, just because I really couldn't be bothered to try and fit a ground type on this team. So yeah, next up is SD Samurott with Lumberry. I really just wanted something that could take on fighting types reliably and to set up, so Samurott was pretty much a perfect fit. Lumberry is great, especially if Jynx wants to try and come in expecting a Waterfall and Aqua Jet and thinking they can just sleep me before I Mega Horn them. So yeah, they'll be really surprised once they try and Lovely Kiss me and I just destroy them with a Mega Horn, assuming I don't miss. So that's the team, guys, and let me just hop on a note that has a little bit of points. And let's get right into it. It's pretty late, so hopefully we don't... We're probably going to have to wait a bit for a battle, but hopefully we don't. And yeah, it's kind of looking like we might have to wait, so I'm just going to pause it and I'll be right back when I get one. Alright guys, I'm back and I've got one. That didn't take too long at all. So he looks like he has a pretty threatening team actually. It's got it's pretty offensive. It's got an Embor, which is always a threat to every team without Albemarle anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm thinking his lead's most likely going to be Embor and maybe Armaldo. Maybe even Zeb Striker, but I'm just going to try and lead Jynx and get off his Lovely Kiss on that Armaldo. I really just don't want Rocks up, as he does just lead Armaldo, which is great for me. I'm just going to go for the Lovely Kiss, hoping he's not packing the Lumberry, because that would be, yeah, that would probably destroy me. He could just go for an X-Scissor and easily take me out, as I do in fact hit that thing with a Lovely Kiss. And here he could go into Mashana, which is actually quite threatening to the team, even though I can just Toxic it with Metang. But yeah, I'm just going to fire for Psychic. There's no real reason not to, as he does indeed just go into Mashana. So what I'm going to do here is just go right into Metang, and he's just going to Heal Bell. So that's good to know that he does actually carry the Heal Bell. And what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to get Rocks up just because he has a Mothim. And yeah, he's just going to go into Armaldo. I'm just going to keep this thing with a Toxic, start wearing it down, as he just goes for the knockoff and knocks off my Eviolite, which is fine. And I hit this thing with a Meteor Mash, doing a shitload of damage to that. I actually thought it would do way less, and I do in fact get the attack boost, which is great for me. I'm just going to fire off another Meteor Mash. I have no reason not to, and my Rocks will be here to stay, and his Armaldo goes down. So now I'm thinking he's most likely going to go into Embor, as he does. He has no real reason not to, and I'm trying to think, do I need this? I mean, his Mashana is definitely mono attacking, so I can just kind of sit there and Toxic and then Meteor Mash it. So yeah, also Samurot's going to be really handy. I'm kind of thinking I don't really need Garbodor at all at this point. I mean, Spikes aren't too handy to his team, and yeah, with that Armaldo born, I can pretty much do a lot of work with Kangaskhan. So I'm just going to go to Garbodor, see what kind of set he is, if he's banded or what, as he goes for the EQ, which my team actually doesn't have a solid resist for, which, yeah, that's really annoying. So what I'm going to do here is just go into Samurott, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to fire for Waterfall. He might want to go to Zeb Striker, or to this Float Cell. So I'm thinking I might just stay in and fire for Megahorn. He might just bring me down close to Torrent, which would be really great for me. So yeah, I'm just going to Megahorn, as he does just crunch, and I hit that Megahorn, which is great for me. That Floatzel goes down. Not a bad start at all. And yeah, now he's definitely going to go into Zeb Striker, or he goes into Mothim. This thing could be a threat. I'm just going to... Do I have any reason not to go into Manectric? I mean... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just go into Manectric pretty safely. I don't think... Okay, so as he Giga Drains, that's fine. Now here I'm just going to Overheat. I know this will kill it off, as he does just go into Zeb Striker. And I'm thinking if most of them are modest, so I'm pretty sure I can outspeed him. And Zeb Striker's not going to be too useful for anything else after that. As yeah, he is modest, so I do outspeed him and take him out for that Overheat. So that's great for me. And now he's definitely going to go back into Ball. I mean, or he just goes into Mashana, that's fine by me too. I know he's mono attacking, so yeah, there's nothing really he can do to me. As you saw, that Psychic did 9%. And yeah, I missed a Toxic. So what I'm going to do here is just go into Manectric and sack it. I don't really mind what he wants to go for. And yeah, now here I'm just going to... I'm just one Stealth Rock switch away from Torrent. So what I'm going to do here is just go in... Oh, as his Scarf, so that is actually a big threat to my team right now. I'm just going to go into Kangaskhan and just start firing off a Fake Out, as he does just go into Moth and then makes the good sack, which is a good play on his part. And yeah, now I'm probably going to sack... I'm probably going to sack Matang. I think the game point is going to be sack Matang, go back into Kangaskhan, force him out with a Fake Out, and then go into Jynx to put that to sleep, and then pretty much win from there. So yeah, that's looking like the best way to win at the moment, as he does just go for the superpower. And now he's at -1 defense, -2 defense. And now I'm just going to go into Kangaskhan, and I really want to predict him to switch out, so I'm just going to go for the Double Edge, I think. Yeah, he does just switch out, which is great for me, and I will be able to take this Mashana out. So that's really good for me. And yeah, that just goes down. And now I'm free to just sack Jynx and force him to lock himself into a move, and hopefully a Fake Out plus... Wait, if he goes for EQ... I might be able to live. I don't think I will. It all depends what he wants to lock himself into, I guess. If I switch out now and he locks himself into E... No, I'm just going to go Jynx. That's the safest play, I guess. It gives me the biggest chance of winning, as he does lock himself into Flare Blitz, which is great for me, because I'm pretty sure a Fake Out plus Sucker Punch will be able to take this thing out quite easily. So yeah, that is GG Roaring River. That was a pretty decent game for the first one up. And yeah, nice 1-0. That's great, and let's get right into another battle. Hopefully no waiting would be extremely good, as it looks like I'm going to have to be waiting a while again. So I'll pause it and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back and I've got another one, so that's great. It's plus 18, so hopefully it should be a half decent battle. He actually has a really threatening team. I'm thinking his lead is most likely just going to be Rotom-S, just because it has a decent matchup against everything. What I'm going to do is just lead Kangaskhan. He has no normal resist. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to get a free Fake Out on whatever he leads with, or if he wants to switch into anything to take it, then that's also fine by me. That Gird is definitely going to be a massive threat to my team, as pretty much just because it can kill Jynx. And here I'm thinking I'm just going to go for the EQ, try to get off massive damage on this thing, as he's most likely just going to get his rocks, which is great for me. And now I'm just going to fire up a Double Edge, as he does just go on the Whimsicott, as I was expecting. And yeah, now I'm just going to 2-hit KO this thing, as he just goes for the Stun Spore. And that Pain, which is also known as Whimsicott, will go down. Now I'm definitely thinking he's going to Girder. I mean, yeah, he does, because he has really nothing else that wants to take his Kangaskhan on. So what I'm going to do is just go to Garbodor and just fire for Toxic, as he makes a decent play, I guess, and just goes into Rotom. I mean, all you can pretty much do is just Volt Switch out at this point. His camera up, he's pretty much dead. I really want to go into Manectric, but I'm just going to make the safe play into Metang, just to see what he wants to do, as he does just go for T-Bolt and his Life Orb. So what I'm going to do here is, I kind of want this thing for Jynx, so I'm just going to go to Manectric. I don't mind if he Air Slashes, as he does just stay in and go for the T-Bolt. So what I'm going to do is Overheat, predicting the camera up, as I do get that prediction correctly, and he saves camera up, which is a good play on his part. And what I'm going to do here is go into Jynx, predicting him to SD, as he does, and now I'm really hoping that he doesn't have the Lumberry, because yeah, otherwise it will be GG for me, most likely, as he does have a Lumberry, which is, I mean, yeah, of course, like, why would he not? I have it, so I should expect my opponents to have it too. And yeah, now he just switches directly back out into camera up, which is fine, I guess. I'm just going to go into my Samurott. I don't really have any reason not to. He can Earth Power if he wants. It's not going to do too much considering he's specially defensive. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is just fire for a Waterfall. Have no reason not to, and that camera up finally does go down. I will be able to spam T-Bolt. And yeah, what I'm going to do here is just go into Manectric, just because it's a pretty safe play, as he does just sub, which is fine by me. He can't really do too much. The best he can probably do is Air Slash, which is what he goes for. And yeah, now I'm probably free to take this thing out for T-Bolt, as he does just go into Girder. And what I kind of want to predict him to go back into Rotom. Yeah, I'm just going to predict him to go back into Rotom, as he does do that, thankfully. And yeah, I get massive damage off that thing and it dies. So now, unless, I don't know why he brought this thing in, I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt. I mean, I have no reason not to at this point, as he is Calm Mind, which isn't going to really matter too much, because I'm just going to go into Kangaskhan and hit this thing with a Fake Out. If he wants to switch out, that's fine by me. I still do have Garbodor at a good amount of HP. So what I'm going to do here is just go into it, as he does just go for the Bulk Up. And now I'm just going to hit this thing with a Toxic, just to start slowly wearing it down, and then just start firing off some Gunk Shots. Hopefully I can hit, as he's going to be taking so much damage from that Rocky Helmet. And yeah, now I'm just going to try and hit him with another Gunk Shot, as I do. And with Toxic and Rocky Helmet damage, he should go down. So that's great for me. And what I'm going to do here is just go... Alright, he has Jynx and Metang left. Jynx and Samurott left. Kangaskhan's a decent play. I could just hit him with a Fake Out. No matter what he goes to, it's going to not like the Fake Out. As I was kind of expecting him to just go to the Samurott. So what I'm going to do is just try and hit this thing with a Fake Out. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed. And yeah, so I do in fact get a Fake Out off. And what I want to do here, I kind of want to... He's just going to go for the Waterfall, but I'm just going to Double Edge in case he wants to SD. I just don't want to over-predict right now. And yeah, now I'm just free to go into my Samurott and just fire off a Torrent boosted Waterfall. It's going to do a lot of damage, as I do unfortunately crit. I'm not sure if that matters. I really can't be bothered to calc it, but what I was aiming to do was just get it down to a low enough point where I could just Bullet Punch and take the Samurott out. So yeah, now he's most likely just going to sub, as he does, and I hit the Mega Horn, which is great for me. And yeah, he tries to sleep me as I reveal Lumberry and take him out. So that's GG, Bugs and Ada. Let's check my rank, 1297, so we're getting back up there a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm fairly decayed. And yeah, I'm just going to pause it, and yeah, same thing as before. I'll be right back when I get one. Right guys, I'm back with another battle, so that's great. It's going to be a +6 against Trakian. I know him as a Little Cup player. I don't think he plays NU too much. And I'm pretty sure he used a very similar team in RU. So yeah, I think he just really likes these Pokemon. I know he definitely used Ampharos, Kangaskhan, Vileplume and Lapras in RU. So anyway, I'm definitely thinking he's most likely just going to lead with either Kangaskhan or Armaldo. I'm just going to lead Jynx. He wants to lead Kangaskhan. I have Metang and Garbodor just to yeah, get residual damage on him, as he does just lead Vileplume, which is great for me. And I don't know if I'm just going to put this to sleep, just because I know he will be carrying Sleep Powder. So hopefully I can hit. Yeah, it has 75 accuracy, so
I really don't like banking on this, but yeah. So he's taking a little bit of time here, I guess, trying to work out what he wants to sack to sleep. If I was him, I would most likely sack... Oh, no, but... So, start of turn 1, that's a great start for both of us. We both miss. That's great, as he's just trying to hope that I miss again. And now I'm just going to go for the Psychic. He has no resist, and yeah, Kangaskhan takes a shitload of damage from that. And now I'm kind of expecting a Sucker Punch, or something on the lines of that. So what I'm going to do here is just go into Matang, which is great for me. And now I'm just going to fire up a Meteor Mash, as he just subbed, so he might be sub-Focus Punch, which is fine by me. I'm not giving him a free sub, as I do miss the Meteor Mash, which is okay, I guess. I'm just going to take this opportunity to get up rocks, knowing that he really can't touch me with Lapras, as it's pretty darn weak. And yeah, now he just goes into Ampharos. What I'm going to do here, I don't want to stay in. He's got his Hairy Armor asleep, so what I'm going to do is just go to Garbodor and actually just start firing off some gunk shots, I guess, as he's just Heal Bell, so he does show the specially defensive set. And okay, so here I'm thinking he's most likely just going to go to Armaldo. So what I want to do is just go to Jynx and just hit this thing up with a lovely kiss. And yeah, that was pretty obvious play on his part. So yeah, I miss, which is amazing. And what I'm going to do is just lovely kiss and then just start firing off Psychics, because yeah, as I said before, nothing on his team wants a Psychic at all. And yeah, that is his Spinner asleep, so I'm going to force him to Heal Bell, as Jynx just pretty much wrecks his Lapras, which is kind of embarrassing, as I do get, as that was min-max, I guess. So I'm just going to stay in, fire up another Psychic, and yeah, now he's just going to go into Kangaskhan, and this time I'm going to predict him to go for the Focus Punch, as I predict correctly, and he does just do that, and now he's forced into his Ampharos. He's most likely just going to Heal Bell, so I'm just going to fire up a Psychic, and Jynx is just destroying people at this point. And yeah, here I'm just going to go into Kangaskhan, and I'm just going to EQ. I really don't want to risk the static, because yeah, it paralyzes me 100% of the time. And yeah, now I'm just going to go into Garbodor. If he wants to fake out or whatever, he's going to be taking a lot of Rocky Helmet damage and stuff like that. And yeah, he does just fake out. And what I'm going to do here is just go for a Spike. I have no real reason not to. His Armaldo is asleep. And yeah, now I'm just going to fire for Gunk Shot just to get a bit more damage off. As I do unfortunately crit. I'm not sure how that's if that's going to matter too much in the end. So now I'm just going to decide to stay in and just Rock Blast, just to get off a bit of damage. As he's just going to put me to sleep. And here I'm thinking I can just go into Matang and just start firing off Meteor Mashes, as he most likely just can't touch me, and I can just get an attack boost and just start doing a lot of damage to him. And yeah, he might carry the Synthesis, most of them do, as he kind of looks like to be specially defensive, just because that Meteor Mash is really doing a lot, more than it probably should be doing if he was physically defensive. And yeah, probably one of the effect spore is gonna, well, it's gonna activate eventually. He did get the sleep one before, but he already had something to sleep, so it did not activate. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep firing off Meteor Mashes. I'm sorry if this is pretty boring. It's pretty boring for me too, so don't worry. And yeah, eventually I'm just gonna get an attack boost or a crit. Well, you would think so, but probably not at this point, because I'm getting pretty low, and he's just banking on the effect spore right now. And yeah, he's just going to Giga Drain, keep on Giga Draining, and I'm just going to keep on firing off Meteor Mashes as effect spore goes again, and it's sleep. So he's definitely going to be down to about 50% when he takes me out, as he's just going to keep Moonlighting, wasting all his recovery, so that's an actual bad move on his part. He doesn't really have too much of a chance of winning at this point. As I finally get the attack boost, a bit too late, and here I'm thinking I'm just going to go to Kangaskhan and just get off a fake out. Hopefully effect spore doesn't happen to me this turn, and yeah, I'll get off a nice 20%, and I do not get effect spore, so I'm thinking a Double Edge will most likely just take this thing out straight up, as it does do 64%, which is great for me. And he just goes for the Moonlight, so now he definitely will just die. I know he's most likely just going to go into his Armaldo, but I don't really care at this point. It's going to take a lot of damage from the Double Edge. So what I'm going to do here is just go into Manectric, and I'm just going to fire off a Volt Switch. I have no reason not to, and that will easily take this thing out. And now I'm just going to go into Kangaskhan, and I'm pretty sure I can just live Toxic Oh no, I can't. Well, that's fine anyway. I can just go back into Manectric, and I can just fire off an overheat, and as long as I don't miss, I will be all sweet, as I do hit, and I crit, but that definitely doesn't matter. So that's GG tracking. And yeah, so what's this timer at? It's about 20 minutes. Alright, we'll keep going. Why not? My last few videos were pretty short. So yeah, I'm just gonna pause and I'll be right back. The letter is dead. Alright guys, I'm back, and apparently as I found the battle, I DC'd from the server, so I did in fact lose team preview. But thankfully, my lovely opponent has decided that he would be happy enough to give it to me, so that's great. And I'm definitely thinking he's most likely just going to lead with Golem. And so yeah, I'm just going to lead Jynx. And now the team preview decides to come up, so that's cool, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to lead Jynx again, no problem in changing moves. As he leads Charizard, that's a threat to my team. I'm kind of thinking I should probably just go Samurai to take the Fire Blast, even though I really don't want to, but yeah. I'm just going to go, as he does, just Sunny Day, turn 1 on a Jynx, of all things. Yeah, Samurai's not going to be too useful in this match, just because he does have 2 Grass types, so what I'm going to do is just fire off an Aqua Jet, just to get some damage off, as I know he's most likely just going to Solar Beam, which is exactly what he does. And what I'm going to do here is just go into Kingsgun, hit this thing with a Fake Out. Kingsgun is going to most likely be key to the win against Sun, just because, yeah, he's, oh damn, I didn't want that crit, actually I wanted to waste another turn of Sun, but yeah, that's really unfortunate for me. I'm just going to fire for Double Edge here. I don't think the Solar Beam will kill me, as he does just go for the Sleep Pad. I wasn't actually expecting that. So what I'm going to do here is just go for the Double Edge. I kind of need Kangaskhan, as he just stays in. He doesn't care about setting up growths or anything, and I do wake up, thankfully, and take that victory blow out with the Double Edge. That is amazing for me. And now I know he's most likely just going to go to Executor, so what I'm going to do is just go to Manectric and try to hit this thing with a Overheat, because I'm pretty sure I will outspeed it in the Sun. And yeah, Sun's definitely most likely going to run out after this turn, so what I'm going to do is just Overheat, hoping that he thinks he will outspeed me, as he did. And yeah, he just stays in and he gets destroyed by that Sun boosted Overheat. Although now he does get a free switch into Golem, which is definitely a threat to my team now. But I'm pretty sure I can just put it to sleep and then win with either Manectric, Jynx, or Matang. And yeah, I have Garbodor from a choke, so that's not really too much of a threat unless it's Rest Talk Bulk Up. Then it's just going to be extremely annoying. So what I'm going to do here is just go into Matang. And yeah, if he wants to EQ, then Matang will probably live, and I'll be able to break his sturdy with Bullet Punch. And then I'll be able to go into Jynx and just either sleep it or just straight up kill it with a Psychic or an Ice Beam, depending on whether or not if I think he's going to have Sucker Punch or not. Because this is a Sun team, and yeah, it's most likely just going to be Rocks, EQ, Rock Blast, and Sunny Day. Or that's all depending on if I see his item is in leftovers, I'm going to assume that he has Sucker Punch. But if I don't see an item, I'm just going to assume that he might just have Heat Rock, and he might be just that Stealth Rock setter upper. That's not even a word, but yeah, whatever. As he does just go for the EQ, and I actually do massive damage, and he does reveal leftovers. I know a Sucker Punch will not take me out, and I'm not too interested in getting rocks up at this point in the match, just because it's 8 turns in, and it's going to be almost over, as he does just go for the Sucker Punch. It does 80%, which is respectable, I guess, considering the tank is extremely bulky. Now he's got 2 Pokemon left. I'm just going to stay in here and just go for a Meteor Mash, as he just Dynamic Punches. So yeah, now I'm just free to go into Garbodor and just start firing off Gunk Shots just to get off some damage, and hopefully I hit. Oh, and as that does 34%, not bad at all, Garbodor. And yeah, now with Rocky Helmet, he's down to 80%, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to break through and hit, as he just rests. Okay, so he's that set. What I'm going to do is I just want to see if he's Rest Talk or not, just as he is Rest Talk. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to sack Garbodor to this thing, and then just go into Jynx and just, yeah, start firing off some Psychics, as I do break through, which is great for me. And now I know he's just going to rest here. I'm just going to go into Jynx. I mean, he's 100. If he doesn't rest here, he's just trying to lose the game. As yeah, he does just rest. And now I'm just going to go into Jynx and just start firing off a Psychic, just because I know it's going to do a hell of a lot. even if he is max special defense, as he just decides to make a decent play and just goes into Ditto to take the Psychic. So what I'm going to do here is just sack Garbodor. He can Lovely Kiss or whatever, but most Ditto are Scarf, and I'm definitely expecting him to be Scarf. You know, it would have been nice to see the variation, just so I should have a general idea of how I should go about predicting, as he does just Lovely Kiss. And what I'm going to do here is just go back into Jynx, as, yeah, he pretty much is forced back out, assuming he's Scarf, which he is. And right here, this is going to be a really annoying play. If I attack, yeah, I'm just going to fire for Psychic. I'm still in this. If he goes to Ditto, I will be able to live Rocks and then fire for another Psychic later, as I will just be able to go into my Manectric and just start firing off T-Bolts on the Ditto and the Machoke to just slowly wear it down, as he does just stay in. And that easily takes that Machoke out. I'm not sure if it was max special defense or not. So yeah, now he goes into Ditto and he's copied my Jynx. So what I'm going to do here is just fire for Psychic. I don't really care at this point, as he just decides to go for Psychic too. And yeah, now we'll just be able to go into Manectric and outspeed this thing and kill it with the Thunderbolt. So that's GG, man. That was a decent battle. As why isn't PO staying up? I don't know. Let's take a quick look at the rank and the time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just going to be 26 minutes. It's a decent amount of time. So yeah, that was decent. I guess I don't think I lost the match. And yes, that's a good start back into NU. And yeah, I'll probably get some replays up of some decent battles I had throughout the week for my next PO Live. I'm not sure what tier that's going to be either. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. If you like the video, then feel free to like and comment and subscribe. Why not? And I'll see you guys later.